Hello, investors. Welcome to yet another 180 Markets Raise Day Zoom Management Edition. Friends, we all know the biggest theme in the market right now is inflation. That's right. Investors are very worried about inflation. But here at 180 Markets, we're looking to take advantage of inflation. And what better way through energy? And then on a stock specific basis, we're looking for companies that have explosive upside and a very, very strong geographical position. And that's why we are so excited today about raising capital with Emperor Energy, because Emperor has some of the best assets around, some of the biggest upside, and is certainly a hedge against inflation. And here to talk all about it is Managing Director, Carl Dumbrell. Carl, welcome to 180 Markets.
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for participating in this raise with us.
Hey, Carl, absolutely. Carl, you have a lot of experience in the markets. Can you just tell investors for a couple minutes about yourself, please?
Yeah, so look, I'm a chartered accountant, qualified in both Australia and the UK, having spent years working both markets in practice. And through that, over the years, I've audited lots of companies in the space. I spent years around governance, and that's led me into being involved in public companies. So I was brought into Emperor Energy 4 years ago by major shareholders of the company at the time. And since then, I've built a management team around it. We've picked up the right project. We've undertaken significant work on that project to get it, where it is today. So I bring to the table stability, regulation, and the right project, in my opinion, for this company.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about the project, can you just talk about Emperor Energy's project for a second, and also really highlight, please, the location physically, because being on the Eastern Seaboard is incredibly important from our point of view.
Yeah, of course. So our major project is called Vic P47. That's in the Gippsland Basin. And so that's around off the coast of Victoria, and it feeds straight into the East Coast gas market. So our pipeline there, which will be built in the coming years, will flow into August, and from there straight into the East Coast gas market, which flows up and down the coastline of Australia. Now, gas in Australia at the moment is replacing coal-fired energy, and we're going through that massive transformation. Gas prices are strong. Export of gas of Australia is extremely strong, both into Asia and it looks like possibly Europe. We have a significant play. We have a 1.2 CF program. We have a drill program for next year. We're about to start environmental work this year, which is why we're going to market now to lock up that capital and get on with that. And we have an agreement with APA Group, a pre-feed study that's been completed. So they will take the gas from the manifold onto shore, process it, and get it into the market for us. So it's awfully exciting where we're going.
Yeah, and so you have a clear pathway from today to production. Is that correct?
Yeah, we do. But this has not happened in 5 minutes. As I said, I got involved in this company 4 to 5 years ago. And at that point in time, we had to pull this together. We've done everything on a first principles basis. So my team, led by myself, Phil McNamara, have gone back and we've made sure that the engineering work makes sense. We've paid for expensive seismic data that was shot last year from CGG. We've processed that data. We know what we're sitting on. And we're now sitting down with major investors to show them, hey, this is a big play for us. And we have the confidence to allow them to do all their due diligence, and it stacks up. So we've done it the right way, but it takes time.
Yeah, but us investors, we get the advantage of, I suppose, that hard work that you've been doing behind the scenes now for years.
Well, that's right. We're at that point now where everything's coming together. So, as I said, it's a 3 to 4 year program of doing all this hard work to get to this point to say, well, we've done that study, we have that seismic data, we've processed the AVO work, we've done the work of APA Group. And so as the bolts come together, we've done our economic analysis. Now it's the exciting couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you just talk about the size of the project a little bit? We know that, with regulations, you have to be a touch careful, but can you just give us maybe some idea about the size of it and also comparables?
Yeah, so look, we've got a number of resource statements we've done over the last couple of years. So the resource statements, the last one was done by 3D Geo in Melbourne. It's a 1.2 TCF project. Now that by size and scale Kipper's project, which is run by BHP Exxon, which is obviously, at the moment going into transition to new owners, that's a 500 BCF project. We are double the size of the Kipper project. Sol's project, we're about 5 times the size of that in gas size. So it's a very big project in the basin. Now, APA Group wouldn't have got into doing pre-feed work with us if they didn't see the opportunity ahead for them. And the opportunity for them is to bring more gas into the market. So we get to complete our environmental work this year. We get to work with bringing the right equipment in. So that's the rig selection, and we line all that up with the regulator's NOPTA. And at that point in time, our aim is to be drilling this next year in 2023.
Right. So that is to you. So the big milestones in the short term are getting everything ready, and the drilling should begin next year.
Yes. So it's the regulatory approvals we're going to go through. So it's
Right.
engineering studies, it's environmental approvals that we need to do, and that's 2022. So we get all that done, we get the government on board, they approve everything, and in the right part of the year, based on weather, of course, because we're an offshore project, we get the rigs in, and we're going to take the drill program. And that will take up to a month because it's a significant project. So, and again, I go back to the way we do things. We do things methodically, we do things well, and we have the right team on board of people.
Yeah. And again, from our point of view, on the macro demand side, the demand for gas, we just don't see it slowing down at all. Is that the same as you see it?
I totally agree. Our analysis show that our gas play is going to run for almost 30 years once we turn it on. It's a very big project, and that will be fueling enough gas in to run a city like Melbourne. So it's a significant project for the future of East Coast gas for a long period of time. It has a payback period of our analysis of about 8 years from all the money that's got to be spent to bring it to market. And it's got a significant internal rate of return as well. So it's a great opportunity to get on board today with EMP and ride the wave over the next 2 years. And, if everything lines up, the drill program goes well, this company will be much bigger in 2 years' time than what you see today.
Of course. Hey, Carl, in the short term, over the next 12 months, let's just call it, what would be your idea of success?
The biggest thing for us is bolting down the partner team, again, led by Phil McNamara, working with Malcolm King and Jeff Geary, are right now in discussions with senior partners on that drill program. And so that's something that we are confident is going to come together in the coming months. We've got great people out there working on that. We've got a comprehensive series of documents. We could only really recommence that process late in 2021, and I mean like November, December, because what everybody wanted off us last year was the new seismic data. So we picked that data up in April last year off CGG. We were the first company to buy it. And from there, we then took time to process it. So that all came together, as I said, very late in the piece in 2021. We then shared that with a handful of companies that are our ideal target to work with. And now they're sitting down and having those important meetings with our team.
Great. Hey, Carl, we have to keep these interviews short, especially on raise day. Do you have any closing comments for the audience?
Look, we're a small company. We are very personal. We talk to our shareholders, and we would welcome anybody who has any questions to talk to us. Gas in Australia is just going to get bigger and bigger. So energy is a very positive place to invest. We have good integrity about our people. What you see is what you get with us, and we know how to commercialize this opportunity.
Great.
Finally, we are all, just so you all know, we are major investors in this company. Our skin is in the game.
Great. Carl, thank you so much, and very much looking forward to enjoying the journey with you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching another presentation by 180 Markets. Don't forget, if you want access to thousands of ASX capital raises, head on over to 180markets.com.au, sign up, and get on board for our very next capital raise. Thanks for watching.